Good afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with Brecher Trading. March 23rd, after the close, free Friday video, night of the defense stocks. Now, some of the defense stocks were up, some were down. Most of the ones that make military equipment were, that for like bombs, were up, like the Raytheons and the Northrops of the world. The reason I do night of the defense stocks is uncertainty about the tariffs was bad enough. But now that Bolton, who's very much a hardliner in the defense team, security team in the administration, that gives a lot of people worry every weekend now. So probably every Friday night now, the markets are going to sell off from uncertainty. So just keep that in mind today. So to let you know, today, market down 45 point, for the ES down 45, was really close to about down 53. As you see the cash down here, down 55.43 to right to the moving averages. So keep that in mind. Now, one thing when I do this video, I have to sort of hype my site a little. So just to let you know, we still have the $5 10-day trial. Brecher Trading. As you know in here, these are the things you get. We have a forum. Yesterday, I posted all the stocks that have buyback blackout table. Really cool in there. That within 5 weeks of earnings, companies can't buy back their stock. That's why when we're selling off now, like in the banks, that's why they've been closing on their low. They cannot buy back their stock. So keep that in mind in here. The other thing you get are videos like tonight. You're going to get a lot more in-depth one with the premium in here. And as you see, we have learning videos, nightly videos, and then over the weekend, I do swing trade videos. Pretty cool in there. We have special events. Last night I didn't Ask Me Anything from 7 to 7:30 p.m. I'm lying a little. I did it from 7 to 7:45 p.m. I stay on as long as people have questions. A lot of people that are subscribers that can't be there during the day, I try to help. So every other week we have an Ask Me Anything. The other thing we have is some morning ideas. These have been just rocking. Just keep in mind a lot of these morning ideas. SPX, clear break on an hourly. Look what I showed was the first support, 66.50. Well, that got blown through. RTY, far outperforming. I expect this to follow to the downside if the NASDAQ breaks down. That was at 1583. It closed at 1519. Pretty exciting in there. A lot of these stocks work just wonderfully. Google, nice bear flag I pointed out at 1100. Where'd it close? 1026. I mean, come on, that can pay for a lifetime of subscription in here. And the biggest thing, believe it or not, is the chat. So every day I do a chat room from 9 to 10 in the morning and from 3 to 4. The third Friday of the month, I do a special 3-hour trade the close. Because normal expirations, what used to be the third Friday of the month, there are a lot of stocks that don't have weeklies, and I do that. Next thing I do is I have a chat replay from that day. Now, you'll see in here that says March 22nd. That's because I'm still rendering the one for this afternoon. But I'm watching the market all day. It's not like after 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to play golf. I'm here all day. I get on all the time. Whether it's talking about butterflies, unusual option activity, or if the market just goes crazy. Like today, I was supposed to come on at 3. I came on to eat much earlier, 2:30. Because I saw the market breaking down. A ton of people made money today. Some of them actually put on social media, they made their year today in one day. So that was pretty exciting. So just to let you know, we have the $5 10-day trial, which is the premium subscription that's on the right here. After that, you can cancel anytime within those 10 days. After that, it automatically renews for $97 a month. So I hope you enjoy, just wanted to show you that. Had to hawk my side a little here, so I hope that's okay. So just to let you know, what did I see in the market today that made me think, especially the last 2 hours, that I should jump on early? Well, let me show you. Number one, I've been warning about the ESs having this pattern. Now, I'm going to go to some bigger charts so you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. So what I mean in here is, here's the ESs. Now, I've been warning about this wedge for a long time. Now, I know a lot of other people have talked about it, but number one, I pointed out the doji right at the top. But the next thing in there were their other tells. This was one of the biggest tells of them all. The Nikkei. When the Nikkei broke down 2 days ago, that was a perfect tip-off that we were going to go down, and down we did. That's number one, so that's worked well. I always look for tells. Number two, what happened today that made me get on early? This. Look at a 15-minute chart. You can see it a mile away. That. Right there. So when I was on live, I'm like, if that breaks, we're going to go down by this amount. That is about 50 points. But I didn't think we'd do 50 points in the last hour, but we almost did. A lot of people made a ton of money because of this call. Go and zoom in a little more and you'll see what I'm talking about. Go in here and look at this. What happens is that is obviously a Brecher ledge. It's also a head and shoulders top. So the minimum expectation is that move. That's number one. But what happens a lot of times is you get faked out right in this zone. The thing is, a lot of algorithms, what they do is they short at the old low. That's good enough. If you miss this 5 points, big deal. So just keep that in mind that was 26.1750. The second we broke 26.1750, the floodgates were on. So a lot of us, you just threw a dart, everything worked. What were we shorting? Facebook. Now let me just show you something in here. I'm going to take the 5-minute of the ES or the NASDAQ on the left. You can see what happened in here. And that's why I came on early, because I saw that. Thank goodness I came on. I came on really about 45 minutes early. On the right is Facebook. Do you see where you short Facebook? Yep, right there, 164. So you can see that a mile away. The key is, and a lot of people made money today, was that the stock had this rally right back to the breakdown point. Then it got overbought in a downtrend. And the other thing, one of my favorite things I teach, are dojis. See the doji? So now what happens is you short right here. You have the backstop of the doji and the ATR trailing stop. And guess what? You were never in danger of losing money. Never, ever in danger. It went straight down the rest of the day for 2 hours and 45 minutes. So what were a lot of people doing? This is where it gets cool. If you don't want a short stock or you can't afford a $160 stock, a lot of us were doing a butterfly based around 160. So let me show you. You might say, well, why 160? One is that's where the strike price is. Number two, if it breaks, see that break? The initial move is that much. That is about 3.5 points from a little under 164. And you guess it, that gets you to 160.50. Usually bearish breaks overshoot like it did here. But the point is, we were going in doing this butterfly. Really exciting. The Facebook, 162.5, 160, 157.5 put butterfly for 32 cents. It closed at $1.88. Now, we didn't stay until $1.88. I got out at $1.05. Other people got out at $1.22, and some got out over $1.50. But it went, that's 500%. What's the worst you would have lost if the company comes out, let's say Zuckerberg resigns or something, the stock goes up 10 points. The worst you were going to lose was $32 on a one lot. Well, instead, you made $150 theoretically on a one lot on a $30 investment. Those are the kind of things I like to show in there. Very exciting. Most other butterflies didn't really work well. Now, the next thing I wanted to tell you is, why did I do the template the night of the defense stocks? Because if Bolton's in there, that is good for defense stocks. That's why on the opening, we were buying Lockheed Martin. Now, did it sell off at the end of the day? Yeah. In fact, I bought a call right here for 30 cents. I lost 30 cents, $30. But I was short the SPX. I made 300 there. I'll take that spread any day. It kept me in longer in the SPX, so keep that in mind. But the point in here is, on the opening, we were buying the Lockheeds. Look at the bull flag right here. This worked just fantastic. 2-minute charts in Lockheed and the momentum stocks work amazing. So just keep that in mind. Lockheed, Northrop, up 6. Raytheon, up 5. Now, you have to understand they were up a lot more earlier before the whole market just went down 360 points. But the defense stocks went up. What else was up? Typical of Bolton has already said it's in all the newspapers today, liberal and conservative newspapers, he wanted to preempt the strikes on Iran and North Korea. What's the next thing you think of if you're going to buy something? First, you think of defense stocks. Next, you think of oil and gold. Instability. That's when these start making a difference in here. And crude oil went nuts. Now, this weekend, I do a swing trade video. Believe it or not, even though I think the market, has some problems, I'm probably going to maybe do a swing trade video on small oil stocks. I'm not sure yet. Not sure what I'm going to do them on yet, and I have to do a lot more research. But the point is, we were buying oil stocks on the opening, not just for a quick pop. So what do we do next week? This is the next thing you're probably going to want to know in here. Now, I could do a teaser and say I'm only going to do subscribers, tell subscribers, but just keep in mind that the ESs right now are finally at support. Are they oversold? Yeah, but just keep in mind a lot of times you get a red candle on Monday and then we'll reevaluate after the opening on Monday. Now, a lot of individual ideas I'll be doing on the premium members only site. So I hope you've liked this. It was a really exciting day. It was a lot of fun. I hope you can take us up on the trial, on the $5 10-day trial. So have a great weekend. I'll talk to you later.